everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am delving into, you wouldn't believe how many of these I have to go through, but this is the one you guys seem to want to see the most. Just to let you know, we're talking about the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. So if you're interested in playing with this and seeing how it performs, stay tuned. Okay, so to get started, we're gonna start off with our call out, and this video's call out goes to Little Makeup Channel. I just love that, it's so cute. Anyways, I will put a tag up here in the corner if you'd like to check her channel out. And sweetheart, thank you so much for all of your lovely comments and your support on my channel and watching my videos. And I just love always looking forward to your comments because you know, you point things out that I don't even notice, and you just, I don't know, you make me smile when I read them. So thank you so much. I love you out there, and if you guys want to check out our channel, like I said, there's a card up there to check it out. Okay, so let's get busy with Natasha Denona. Okay, like I said, I have a lot of these, and I'd really, in other words, Natasha's been coming out with so many palettes lately, I haven't been able to keep up. And I would really like to know from you guys which ones you'd like to see next, because I literally have, let's see, I have the Sunset palette still, the Tropics palette, the Safari palette, the Mini Lila palette, and the Cranberry palette is on the way to me. I think that's everything. Needless to say, she's just been pounding the releases out. You know, the thing is that just gets me, and we'll go through this one and see how this performs, but she's kind of notorious for playing with formulas, which I respect and appreciate, but at the same time, as a consumer, it kind of leaves you wondering what you're getting. For those of you who don't know, this is a $129 palette. It comes with 15 shadows in it, and each one of them is 2.5 grams. Now, another thing that, you know, I think I really don't know what's going on with her creative process. I wish she'd talk about that a little bit more, because as a consumer, when I look at her products, that's what throws me off so much, is that the formulas are constantly changing, and now the packaging is changing. And for those of you that don't know, first off, let's take this out and take a peek at it. With this palette, it is very reflective. We are back to what I consider Natasha's, I mean, this is what, you know, these are the palettes that she basically was known for. These are how all of her original palettes released. They're a dense foam packaging with a basically like pleather cover on them that's stitched. They're very nice, they're very durable, and you know, a lot of people complain about this packaging. I personally love this packaging because it's, I like the feel of it in my hands. It's lightweight, it's compact, very dense foam. They're protected really nicely. Now I will say that with this particular palette, I had to return the first one I received because this shade here in the corner, this shade here, and this shade here, when I opened them up, I held it up just to get it in shot to focus it, and they went bloop, just fell right out. Now, that is something that I've experienced with her shadows recently, and it's kind of another little thing that's frustrating to me, because like for instance, my holiday palettes from last year, I'll put a tag up here if you guys would like to see my review and the look I did on that, but it seems as if these really creamy metallic formula that she has, they seem to shrink, and then of course they don't fit in the pans anymore and they fall out. And both of my holiday palettes, which, what was it, Joya and Aries, I have shadows in them that have fallen out of them now. So, and this one I hadn't even used, I just opened it and I had 3 shadows that just fell right out of the pan. Like I said, she switched packaging to, well, let me grab one and I'll show you. Okay, I'm just going to open up the Safari palette real quick. Interestingly enough, this one came in the Sephora box, in this box, which I actually really like because, I mean, look at that. It's way more protected. But, and like I said, this is one of the other palettes I have still to review, so let me know if you guys want to see it. But anyways, I just want to take this out to show you this newer packaging that she's gone to. And this is a plastic packaging that, and this is kind of what the inside looks like. I'll tell you one thing, see the mirror there? I don't know why she didn't put protectors in these. But anyways, and on the back she has all the little dots where you can pop these out. Now the Tropic palette, I believe, was the first one she went to this hard plastic packaging here. And of course she released the Tropic and then the Safari in this hard plastic packaging. And now with the gold, we're back to the original packaging. As a consumer and a makeup collector, you know, I collect her palettes. It's just, I never know what I'm going to get lately. And it's kind of, I just don't know what she's doing. You know, I can understand her going from this packaging to the plastic packaging, and then she likes that and sticks with that. But she went to the hard plastic packaging and then released 2 palettes in that, and then we're back to this. I mean, I just feel like, what in the world are you doing? You're switching your formulas up like crazy. You're switching your packaging up like crazy. I don't know. I feel, I don't know how to explain it. It's not that I feel like she's inconsistent, but I feel like it's almost like she doesn't know what she wants. And I kind of she'd figure out what she wants and stick with it, because I like to know what to expect. I had a really hard time with the Tropic palette, I believe, and I don't know if the Safari palette's a new formula or not. I'll have to look at it. But let's get into this one. I'll tell you, the shades that really drew my attention in this one was this one up here in the top left corner, and this one dead center. Lime Chrome and Oro. When I saw this palette, I thought, ugh, you know, because as you guys know, if you watched my last review on the Dose of Colors, I'm not a big fan of wearing yellows. On my skin tone, I just don't think it looks good. So personally myself, I'm not a huge fan of golds. And when I looked at this, I thought there's so much similarity there. You know, in the pictures, it really does look like there's just a lot of monotony in this palette. But now that I have it in front of me, I can see that when I'm speaking of the metallics, I can see that they are very, very different. There's no question. This one in the corner down here just looks gorgeous too. That's called Brass. That almost looks like a pressed chroma crystal right there. You know, we'll see when I do the swatches and play with this, but when I look at the mattes, I definitely do see some monotony here. These 3 shades, meaning this matte, this one, and this one, look in the pan to be very similar. And you know, in here she's got 2 pops of color. I don't even know what this one looks so dark, and in the pan it almost looks black. And this one here, I don't even know how to describe that color. It's like it's a blue-green, a teal. Looks like a black-based teal. And this one does too, but we'll take a peek at it. So why don't we get started? I have no clue, as usual, what I want to do. Now, Natasha normally does her palettes. In other words, you can create a look going this way, you can create a look going this way, or you can create a look with the quad. So I don't know if she's done that in this or if she's changed that up too. And then of course this palette has a mirror, and then we have this plastic sheet that has the names on it. And these are magnetic palettes. You know, I'm not somebody that has to have names underneath the shadows. I mean, in all honesty, I think this looks better without writing underneath it. So, you know, I like this style. Now her plastic packaging that she came out with is pretty too. Now a lot of people I've heard complain saying, well, you know, the plastic packaging has the holes in the back so you can pop them out. These you can't pop out. These you can pop out. If you put a magnet over it, you can pull it out. I think. That's my understanding, so you don't have to tear apart this beautiful palette. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? God only knows what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to do a basic look every time, and it never goes that way, so I'm not going to say that this time. I've learned. Oh, Lord have mercy. What do I do? What do I do? I'm going to do a few swatches just real quick so I can figure out, because I can't, these mattes in here, I mean, here's the three mattes that I said looked very similar. And you see that? I mean, they, especially these two here, I mean, the middle one, you can see quite a difference. To me, this is kind of, it's almost like a duplicate there. You know, I could have done without one of these. I don't need both of them. This one over here, this one looks like it has a yellow undertone. This one over here looks more neutral. So I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, see? I mean, they look so similar. I just don't know why they're both there. And then, of course, she's got this kind of mustardy color in here that's called Dijon. It's the one on the top right here. Very pigmented and very, very warm. So I think I'm going to skip on that one, even though it seems to be everyone's favorite. And I'm trying not to zoom you guys in so close because I always end up going off camera. So please do let me know the last couple of videos, the Dose of Color one and this one here. You know, I'm usually like that, you know, right up in your grill. But what happens is I always end up looking down when I'm doing something going off camera. So I've been trying to pull you back a little bit here so that hopefully you can still see, but I'm not going off camera all the time. So please do let me know if you like this better, or, you know, if you can see what I'm doing good enough. I am going to start off with Teak, and I will put a little picture of the palette here so you guys can see which color I'm using. And holy cow, that has a lot of kick up in the pan. My eyes are already primed, so let's do this. And her shadows are incredibly pigmented for the most part. I mean, it's not very often that I run across a Natasha shadow that isn't packed with pigment. So you know, for me, I advise starting slow. Just put a little bit on at a time and build from there, that what you need. I'm just trying to blend this Teak out a lot and see what kind of color it gives me against my skin. So far it's blending really nice. But that's, you know, it's one of the things I've always loved about Natasha shadows, is that I don't have a lot of trouble blending them, you know, and I'm not, you guys know, I'm not a makeup artist. I have no clue what I'm doing. I just enjoy playing with makeup, and so the easier something is for me to work with, the better. By the way, I'm using a Morphe M518 there to lay the color, and now I want to take an M502 and just blend it out. And I'm just doing some little tiny, you know, like everybody always talks about circular motions. Have you ever tried actually doing circular motions on your eye? It's not incredibly easy in my opinion. I find it much easier to just go back and forth. I don't know, maybe that's just me on my eyes, but you know, like trying to do little circular motions, I feel like the brush just gets hooked up in the hood of my eye. Okay, that blended out, diffused really nicely, so no problems there. Okay, and I'm also really quickly going to take that same Teak color, just a tiny bit, on a Luxie 231, and I'm going to run that right under my lower lash line. Connect that up with what I'm doing on the top. Now I will say this shadow, I'm not getting a lot of fallout under my eyes, but the kick up in the pan, and I'm barely touching it. I mean, I'm being incredibly gentle because I don't want to, you know, I want to be able to build these up. I don't want to have a mass amount of color. And I'm telling you, if you take your brush hard, I mean, I'm even dipping it and then tapping it off over here on the side just to get any extra off, because they're just that pigmented. I mean, you can see, look at that. I mean, it's just from that little bit. Hold Hold on, where's my color switch? Tell you one thing, if you guys don't have one of these, I would highly recommend getting you one. I absolutely love that color switch. Because you can, you know, it doesn't, you're not washing your brushes as much and ending up ruining them. Especially some of my, you know, I'm using my cheap brushes, right? My inexpensive, I should say, brushes right now. Not my, like, Wayne Goss and stuff, but works really nicely to get the excess color off so you can change colors. Okay. But anyways, like I was saying, I got distracted as usual. But there's a lot of kick up in that pan, and I'm not used to seeing that with her shadows, so that's a little different. Okay, so let's go into, you know, I want to try that Dijon just for the heck of it. I know, you know, this is already warm on me, so what the hell, we might as well. I'm going to take a Morphe M411. Let's try this out. Yeah, see, I mean, I just barely touched that. A lot of shadow picks up on these. Let's just put this right. Oh yeah, that is warm. It's a pretty color if you like that, you know, mustardy kind of baby poop color. So I'm gonna pat that right here. Okay, let's blend her out. I mean, they just blend so nicely. They really do. I think I'm going to go right into the darkest one next, which is Log. And this one looks incredibly pigmented as well. I'll put that right here in the outside corner. Switch back to blend it out. Yeah, this one's got a lot of kick up in the pan too. So she's definitely softened these, softened her formula somehow. They're blending really nice. I'm not picking up any patchiness. The colors are blending, but still, you know, saying, still, I can't talk. Still saying, like they're talking. The shadows are talking to me. They're staying individual. They're blending, but, you know, you can still see the nice differentiation of color. They're not muddying up. Which, when I'm working with all browns, you know, if you think about it, it's pretty easy to do if you have a formula that isn't good. And this one so far appears to be real nice. Okay, I'm gonna build that Log out a little more here. These are my damn hooded eyes. I like to be able to see more of it. I'm just going to take this little tiny Royal and Langnickel Smudger BE07, good lord, and I'm going to take that Log and we're just going to get it right under the very outside portion of my lower lash line here. This is my really watery eye, and it's already started watering. So of course the shadow picked up wet right there and made a little eyeliner out of itself. Okay. everything one quick time, make sure we're blended good before we move on. I really wanted to use those blue tealy colors in there, but kind of afraid to be honest with you. Okay, now the trick is, out of all these beautiful metallics, finding the one, oh god, I want to use, oh my lord, what is that one called? Brass. Look at the shine on that, you guys. That is absolutely incredible. It feels like one of her chroma crystals, is it? No, it shows it's metallic. Okay, I also want to look at Lime Chrome, which is a big time duochrome. Oh, that is... okay, now that's unique. I was not expecting that. Lime Chrome is a lime green, and it appears to be pink, kind of a lime green and pinky orange duochrome. See how when my hand is turned when I'm talking about this one right here? Look up here when it gets out of the light. Look at that. Head on, Brie. See that? That is a very unique, this looks like her chroma crystal in the pot. That's what that one looks like. That looks like a pressed version. I forget the name of it. I actually have it coming up in a haul here pretty soon. Anyways, that, I'll tell you, if you ever want to do a look with this, what's this one called again? Lime Chrome. She has a chroma crystal in the pot that would go beautifully with that. Would really amp it up if you wanted to amp it up further. Okay, and then I want to check this one in the middle, which really has a brassy, yellowy look to it, called, what is it, Oro? Oh my lord. This is just incredible. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This is a bone on the bottom there under that lime green duo. Look at that. I mean, look at her metallics, you guys. This... I mean, I'm just wiped over it. I'd already wiped my finger off, and I just went over the swatch because there were some little crumbles on it, and look what it picked up. Look at that. I'll tell you, Natasha makes a beautiful matte, there's no question. But her metallics, oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, and I want to, let's just check them all out. What the hell? This one, Sparks, kind of looks like a topper. Yeah, that's more of a topper. It's like a white. Does that have a duochrome? What is it? No, that's a chroma crystal. So, okay, let me see here. Let me see. I'll figure it out here, guys. Just give me a minute. Hell, there's, you know, they are very different. They're not, if you're worried getting this palette, you're going to get a gold that's, oh, they're all the damn same. They're not. Matter of fact, they're nowhere, you'll see in the swatches, they're nowhere near the same. Not a one of them. They sure look like it in the pan, but trust me, they're not.
20 minutes later.
I really don't know what to do, you guys. This is something. I think I'm going to go with the one on the bottom called Brass. Because I really wanted to play with that duochrome, but this Brass one, oh, man almighty. But I think I am going to put some glitter glue on, so let me get that out and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just going to use some Too Faced glitter glue. Mine is so thick. I don't, is it like that for everyone? Really, really thick. I mean, squeezing it out of the tube, it's just, you really have to work it to get it out. I'm just going to try using this Morphe M705. Kind of reminds me of MAC 242, but it's longer and pointed at the end. So it really isn't at all. What am I talking about? Okay, so let's just try. And the reason I want to lay glitter glue down is because I don't want it going everywhere, if possible. Okay, now let's try picking this up with a brush. I'm going to use my MAC 242 and let's see how it does on a brush. I don't know if it's going to do good or not. Well, it's making an appearance. And I'm just going to press it on. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Wow. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that shine, you guys. I'm getting fallout all over my face. Boy, the fallout's real. That's unfortunate because now my makeup, I literally tried to swipe it off, but these like stick to your skin like glue, so oh man, that's beautiful. I'm gonna try just using my finger because, oh no, if I was gonna say and see if that helps with the fallout, but the minute I went up, there it came. Well, oh well. That is incredible. Look at that shine. That is really incredible, you guys. She knows what she's doing when it comes to her metallics. Boy, I'll tell you, she really does. Put some powder under my eyes real quick. Hang on. Beautiful. Well, at least, you know, for those of you who don't like using your fingers, you know, you can take solace in the fact that, you know, clearly this picks up on a brush, this metallic formula here. It, you know, it's quite messy and it's going everywhere. You know, there's a lot of fallout and there's a lot kind of loose in the pan here, but you can pick it up with a brush. Oh my god, you guys, look at that. I just can't get over that shine. It's just stunning. Okay, let's see here. Now I'm going to take, oh, I made a good old mess of myself. I'm going to go back to my Luxie Small Tapered Blending and Log. Really deepen this up. Blend those two together. I go back to the first color I used, Teak, real quick, and just go gentle over here. Just so the line's not so harsh. And the fallout mess. Yeah, that's one thing. If you want to use Natasha's metallics, some of her metallics, you know, not all of them are like this. Some of her metallics have a very smooth texture. This one has bigger flakes, if you will. But of course, that's where you're getting that shine. Now I want to try just right in the middle of the lid here, because I'm determined to use this lime chrome. And hopefully it won't ruin this. Let's just kind of see what she does. Right. Put it right in the middle there and see if it has any impact. Oh yeah, that really, it's funny because when it's on my skin I can really see the duochrome of it, but when I put it on top of this color here, it brings out the lime in it. I hope you guys can see that. It really brings out the green in it. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Wow. That is beautiful. And it almost makes it look like liquid metal. Can you see that where I put that on compared to where it's not there? And I put it on right here. And this has more texture to it, but over here, look how smooth that looks. Where I put that lime duochrome one over there. That is interesting. Let me take a little further in and see if it does the same thing. Yeah, it has a smoothing effect. Oh, that is really interesting. I'm just, you know what? I'm just layering it over the whole lid because I just like it that much. So I'm taking lime chrome, yeah, on top of brass on the whole lid because I just love the look of this on top of that brass. Brass was beautiful on its own, but putting lime chrome on top of it, holy hell, that's incredible. And I really like how the smoothing effect it has on it. Look at that. Oh my god. It is just incredible. I'm picturing it in my mind even though my balls are closed. And by the way, the reason I'm moving my head around looking like a total idiot is because when your eyes are closed, you know, I've only got a little monitor. Wait, wrong eye, dummy. Anyways, when your eyes are closed, obviously you can't see, but on top of that, in that little monitor, I can't see whether or not the light is reflecting off of it. It's impossible to see, so that's why I'm moving my head around, because I'll tell you, there's nothing that drives me nuts more than when I'm editing back my videos, and I'll be like, oh, can you see this metallic, how beautiful it is? And I'm totally in shadow. But that's just because I don't have good lighting yet. Eventually I will when, you know, if I ever start making a few dollars off YouTube. I gotta get monetized again first though, you know that drill. I have to wait till I get to 1,000 subscribers and have the requisite 4,000 hours before I can even apply to be monetized again. And then hopefully, once that happens and I'm making a tiny bit of revenue from my videos, I'll be able to purchase better lighting. That is my first goal. Remember, I tell you guys about setting goals. I do it too. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Now I'm just going to go back to log again and just deepen this up here. That lime chrome on top of brass is absolutely stunning. Of course, I've kind of made a mess here now. Good going, Shelbie. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop before I just, well, no, actually, wait. I want to clean up that top just right up here again. It's too bad it's all hidden by my hooded eyes. Okay, so now to show you just real quick, I don't know if you'll be able to see the kick up in the pans here. I didn't blow any off, and I used, this is the brass, that first one I used, and then the lime chrome, but this has bigger flakes, like texture flakes in it, whereas this reminds me of a very fine grained metallic. So I think that's why it gave that real smoothing a look on the eye when I put it over it. Oh my god, that, and I was pressing it into my eyelid good. I forgot to finish up my my lash line. What do I want to do? Let's see here. God, I just got glitter everywhere. I'm just a mess. I'm a mess! I'm a mess. Yes, I am. I'm a mess. I want to take that lime green, that lime chrome, just real quick here and see if I can, yeah, there we go. Pop it right in the inner corner, because that is beautimous. Now see there on my skin, I'm picking up the, just when it's just on top of my skin by itself, I can very clearly see the duochrome in it. And it's like a pinky orange to lime green shift. It is very, very obvious when it's just on top of my skin. But when it's on top of that brass, then all I can pick up is the lime, and oh, I like that a lot. Okay, and I'm just a glittery mess. I think I need a little bit more under my lash line just because of all this glitter that's fallen down. So I'm going to go back into log and kind of stretch that out all the way. I normally don't, but with no definition on my lash line, with all the glitter down here, it just kind of lose where my eye's at. So this will help define it, even though it will close it down. But oh well. The sacrifices we make for glitter. I love glitter. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up, go back to my Luxie 231, and we're going to go back into teak just to blow this out a little bit. Okay, now let's see here. We need some mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? Before I move on to that, I think, let's see what this looks like. I think I need a little bit just of definition here along my lash line. Is that looking? Yeah, let's do that. Like I'm only going to do one eye and stop, right? No. Okay, I'm back, and I thought I wore big lashes last time. These take the cake. Okay, no making fun of me. I'd never tried these and I wanted to try them. I received them, I believe, in a BoxyCharm last year sometime. These are by Pure. They're called their Pro Eyelashes 3D Cruelty-Free Luxe Lashes, and this is in the style Bombshell. What do you think? They're way too much for my eyes, but I mean they're definitely they're Bombshell all right there. Okay, now I want to put some lips on because I want to try this. I hauled this in the last Sephora haul I did. This is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna in Uncensored, which is that bright red. And I know it's probably going to be pretty garish looking with all the flash I've got going right now, but I don't care. Okay, this one I'm spooked for because this looks really pigmented and it looks really, really red. For those of you that have not seen Rihanna's lip, I think I ordered a new color in this, one of her new colors that just released, so I have a Sephora haul coming up pretty soon. You guys will see a lot of stuff, some new, some old, you know me. Okay, it has a very interesting doe foot on it. Look at that. You can't even really call that a doe foot either, other than the fact that it's on there and it applies lip product. Let's see how she does. Really unique. Oh my lord. Oh wow. That is pigmented. Holy cow. Wow. That's impressive. And I haven't even dipped back in, you guys. I'm still in the original dunk. Oh my god. It just keeps coming. One dunk. That's amazing. It doesn't even hardly feel like there's anything on my lips at all. You guys know I am not a fan of liquid lipsticks because, you know, I don't know if you all who are around my age feel this way, but you know, it's kind of like a catch-22. You love liquid lipsticks because they stay on and they don't bleed into your fine lines and stuff, but you hate them because they make your already dry lips so dry you feel, you know, as if you've already got embalming fluid sucking the life out of you. This is not doing that. And it's not cracking. Look at that. It is smooth. It's not making my lips look aged like a lot of them do. Wow. I am really impressed with this. I'll keep you guys posted and let you know. I think these are only like 20 bucks. And for how pigmented that is, I mean, you saw it. It was one dunk. That was it. I did not go back for any more. So if you picture one dunk in that is concentrated enough, pigmented enough, and has enough viscosity to smooth over your entire upper and lower lip, that's impressive. Now, I do want to, I know this is overkill, but you guys know me. I love my glitter. I'm going to take my Kat Von D Everlasting, what do they call these damn things? Glimmerveil, and this is in Gold Skool. I hauled this in my last haul. Since we're doing gold in the eyes, I want to put a little on the lips. I hate to ruin this though, because I love this matte red. But let's just put a tiny bit. Just want a tiny, tiny bit. One thing I did forget to do that I want to do real quick, because the palette doesn't have anything light enough for under my brow bone, I'm going to go back to my old Pendable Creme Brulee from Wet n Wild. I'm going to pick up a little bit on my Natasha Denona number 10. And what I want to do is just right under my brow bone here, if I can lift it up enough so I can see behind the lashes. I'm just going to take that under the brow bone and very gently blend it with what's there. And you can see the difference there of where I just took this shade and just really lightly blended it out, and see how smooth and nice that looks now, that transition to my brow bone. Whereas here, it looks blunt to me. You see that difference? I just wanted to show you guys that because this just makes such a difference. Now watch when and of course you can do it with any shadow, it doesn't have to be this one, you know. I just think it makes such a difference to, even if you're not going to put a color up there, you know, if you don't want a highlighter and stuff, you know, there, just get something that's your skin tone, like I have here with this one. And look at that. Look how nice that smooths out. And then, like I said in the last video, I'll take sometimes right here, because I get a little carried away and don't blend as good right here on this inner corner. And I'll just go right over there and really nice, put a nice little blend there too. There we go. 99 cents for that little baby, and boy, I'll tell you, I use her all the time. Okay, so that is my finished look using the Natasha Denona Gold palette. What do you guys think? The lashes are a bit much, I know. Oh my god, they are so big. But boy, I'll tell you, I mean, you can see it. I know you can see it. I'm praying you can see it. Her metallics are incredible. Do I like this palette, and do I think it's worth $129? If you can't tell by now, then you guys don't know me very well. Yes, I think it is a beautiful palette. Out of all the palettes that she's released recently, I would say this one tricked me, because when I looked at pictures of it online and I saw it was all brown and gold, I just went, And honestly, had I not been a collector of Natasha Denona's palettes, I wouldn't have purchased this one. After using it, I'm really glad I did. I would highly suggest, if you're kind of on the fence about this, I would find a local Sephora near you that carries her products and go on and swatch this palette, because it truly is beautiful. The golds online, when you look at the pictures, are very deceptive. They all look very similar. You know, you can't see the shine, you can't see the depth of color, you can't see the intense reflection that comes off of these. You can't see the duochrome, you know, I mean, there's so many things. And on top of it, you know, the only thing that I consider a duplicate not needed in this palette, like I showed you in the beginning, are the two medium tone browns. You know, I think she could have done without one of those and put something else in. Other than that, I really have no criticisms for this. I am happy that she went back to her original palette design, but that's just because, you know, when you start collecting something and it starts off that way, it's it's comfort. I mean, it's what you're used to. And the formula of this particular one is beautiful. The mattes blended beautifully. I had no patchiness. I had no, skipping or anything. I mean, they just blended beautifully. I definitely like this. There's a lot of kick up in the pans. You want to go very delicate with these. You know, this is not something you're going to go and dig your brush into, because you're just going to ruin your shadows and you're going to end up having to knock it all off anyways, because they are so intensely pigmented. Her palettes are available on her website. They're available at Sephora, and they're also available at Beautylish. Now, I have a Beautylish haul coming up. You guys tell me. You let me know down below if you want to hear about it. You know, you probably, if you've watched my videos, you knew that I did nothing in the past but brag about Beautylish. Truly. I mean, they were, if I could purchase from them above and beyond any other company, I did. I had an experience with them that really shocked me. And to say that I have a haul coming up from them that will be my last one, it is not only disappointing to me because I won't be able to bring you guys products from there anymore, but you know, it's just how it came about was very shocking to me. So, you know, I try not to bring a lot of negative drama, boo boo boo, to my channel, but if you guys are interested in hearing about that, what happened in my experience with Beautylish, let me know in the comments down below, because I'd be happy to go over it. But suffice it to say, you know, prior, I shopped at Beautylish exclusively if I could. You know, if their products were available there, I'd buy them from them. If I, you know, you guys know I put product links down below always for every product I have in my videos. And I would use Beautylish links if it were available there. I'm no longer doing that. So it, you know, it's really, really a bummer. And you know, I don't want to bring it up on here. You know, go into it if it's not something you guys are interested in hearing. But it definitely has to do with customer service and how customers are treated. And you know, I'd always had such amazing experiences with them that to have the very top not be that way was very shocking to me and very disappointing. So anyways, so in my recommendation now, you know, those are the resources that are available. I'm always going to let you guys know the resources, even whether I shop at them or not, so that you know where you can get them. But just know that the links in my video for the time being, I will not be using Beautylish's links anymore. I'll be putting, you know, other resources for you guys down there. I think it's a beautiful palette. I think it's one you wouldn't be disappointed with. It's one you can get day-to-day looks with, and it's one that you can, you know, do your New Year's Eve look with. So the formula is beautiful. I just want to see Natasha. You know, I appreciate innovation. I appreciate trying new things. I just don't want every single palette to always be, you know, to always be a new formula and to be a new packaging. And you know, I want to see some, a little bit of consistency and I guess stabilization. That's what it is. I want to see that she's stable in what she's doing and what she's putting out. Because to me, that tells me I can always depend on what I'm going to get. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I will put all the information down below if you're interested in picking this one up. That's it for now, you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing me create this look. I think it's, you know, the colors, oh God, I could go on and on about this. And this, wow. All I gotta say is they have a mauve color, and it's mauve, not that wackadoodle I got from Dose of Colors that I think was mismarked. They have a mauve color in this formula, and I'm gonna be purchasing it because this is incredible. This is the first product I've tried from Fenty Beauty, and I have to say I'm not disappointed at all. So if you have dry, mature lips like I do, I'd give this a try, because I'll tell you, there's nothing worse than putting on, I love a blue tone red. You guys know that. Blue tone anything, whether it's fuchsia, reds, orange, I don't care. I love things that have blue tones in them. And there's nothing worse than putting on a blue toned, you know, bright red, beautiful lipstick, going out, having it on your teeth, having it bleed in your lip lines, having it collect over here. Oh, so far, she's staying put. I love it. Okay, until next time, I love you guys. I hope wherever you're at in the world, life is treating you well. And if you're having struggles, you're beating the bitches back and persevering. Remember, if you have a dream, set your goals, go for it. And as I said in the last video, break one problem down in 10. grab a piece of paper and a pen and write it down on 1 to 10 and break them down. Just keep going. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give in. Don't let people discourage you. You go towards what you want with everything in your heart and you will succeed. I promise you. And remember, when you're out in the world, treat those you encounter with love and respect because they, like you, have feelings and can be hurt too. I love you guys. Until next time, bye!